Hello, I'm Jules.
Hello, I'm Sarah.
Oh, and welcome to Jules and Sarah, the podcast.
Well, welcome. We're Prosecco Canary. I just need to share what's happening just outside the window here.
Yeah, fine, yeah.
So we're at my house, and I will talk about this, but basically, I'm getting the garden done.
Yes.
We're getting the garden done, which we can talk about at length in a minute. But as a result, I had all these paving stones. Now, I'm not paying for a skip.
No.
And it's not enough for a skip.
And also, you live in London.
Yes.
Like, sometimes there's no need for a skip.
Yeah.
Free cycle.
Free cycle. So anyway, I've had this pile. There must be about 90 paving stones. And
It was quite the excavation when I got here, Salut crew. It does look like time travels around the back, like whatever it's called. You know that show?
Yeah, what is that?
Time
team with Baldrick.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's all these paving stones. So I've put them all on Facebook, on the groups, the local groups, and I put it on the WhatsApp group. Yeah,
God,
there's
really
a
done the
few.
rounds.
Yeah, I've got to get rid of them. What I found though is that people are being too polite, right? People, like, I put them on the WhatsApp group. That was my first port of call. Yeah. Local, literally.
The street.
Yeah, the street. And like 2 people were like, yeah, I'd love some. A lot of people, it turns out, have got allotments. And paving stones seem to be very popular for allotments. That seems to be my clientele that I'm dealing with. Everybody seems to have an allotment.
Research.
Yeah, and that's what they're interested in. So 2 people had said they wanted them. They were being all like, no, I better leave some for the other. I better not take too many. No. I'll just take these. I'm like, look, I've got 90 paving stones. I got to get rid of them, right? Yeah. I need to get rid. Just take them. Like, you're doing me a favour. They're all being like, oh, is there any left? This is what I kept going. Oh, have you got any left? I was like, I've got 65 left. I've got so many, but literally live right now, there is a gentleman coming in to the front and taking paving stones and loading to them in a van. It's happening right now on the other side of the window, just behind Jules.
And while we were setting up, Sarah was like, I'm just gonna go talk to him.
Yeah.
And she was like, I need a reason for going out. No, I don't. You just open the door.
I was like, is it weird to just open the door? Because I do say, and that's the other thing. People are like, when can I come? I'm like, they're outside. Just help yourself. Absolutely. You don't need to see me. Mm-hmm. We don't even need to meet. I'm happy for you to just come. People don't like that. People like to say, is it all right if I come? This lady last night, and look, I'm very grateful she's taken my paving stones. She was like, I'll come at 8 p.m. I was like, fine. They're outside. Just come and help yourself. No, don't. In fact, don't ring the bell because I've got 3 tiny babies in bed. Don't ring the bell. I've been held up. I'll be there at 8:15. It's fine. Just whatever. I don't know what time she came in the end. I've got no idea. She messaged. She was like, so sorry that I came so late. Like, was it all right? I hope I didn't disturb your evening. I'm like, look, I'm so grateful. For God's sake, everyone just needs to stop fussing and come, take the paving stones. I'm fine with it. If you see something else that you like out there, a bit of scrap metal, maybe I've had hell on.
Bin.
Leave my bin. I've just bought a new permit for my garden bin. You leave that bin. But the scrap metal, now, I don't know what it's like where you are. Scrap metal hotcakes.
Oh, hotcakes.
People love. Yeah. If you're in the scrap metal business, they're really
I was going to say, if you're struggling to shift scrap metal, you bring it to my house, you leave it out of the back, it's gone within 15 minutes.
That's it. And that's what Christian, who's doing the garden, was like, stick it out, it'll be gone by the morning. Anyway, I put it on Facebook, right?
And the scrap metal is from what?
The scrap metal is from the shed.
Yeah.
So we had this great big old shed, ridiculous, that actually, we took it down.
It was quite a housemate out there, wasn't it?
Why didn't we do this when we moved in 5 years ago?
Yeah,
I can't believe we've been looking. It's completely opened the space. It's like a new garden.
There is a new seating area that has appeared.
There's a whole new spot at the back corner. Anyway,
it's exciting.
But what was funny is used to throw a lot of crumbs on top of that shed for the birds and the squirrels.
I will say, Portslade Cruise, sorry, just to interject here, Sarah is a real fan of a chopping board up in the air with crumbs on it, onto ledges. Like, even in your past flat, out in the courtyard bit, you used to chuck it on that flat roof. And, like, I'm talking, like, seeded sourdough, bagel crumbs, like, everything was slung up on the roof.
It was like a little pastry, like, aisle. Don't use the tongs.
And that, like, any corrugated roof, that is Sarah's
and
crumb
it's always
slinging.
been there. I mean, the pigeons are like, what the hell's happened here? They were like, wait, no, have we got the right card? And the squirrels are like falling off the fence. Like, what's going on? Where's it all gone? So that was from the shed. Anyway, I put that on Facebook and I was like, any scrap metalers? And I got this message from this guy, Richard, and he was like, I'm in Turkey. Can you keep it for me till Tuesday? I've messaged, today being Tuesday, I said, Richard, I need it gone. He went, no, I'm still in Turkey. I won't be there till Friday. So now I'm going to put a sign out because the scrap metalers, I can't put it on the pavement because they'll have me. Because they put...
Can you put it on your wall?
Probably could maybe balance it on a wall. But they put round here, because fly tipping's terrible round here, they have environmental crime scene tape. They have it and it says being investigated. Amanda next door got done when they were having the kitchen done. And it was all like...
That's
yellow
London
tape.
for you, folks. That's
it.
London. You don't get any of that out in the burbs.
Environmental crime scene under investigation. So I can't put it out. But the scrap metalers aren't seeing it when they're doing the rounds in the morning. There's also a dog crate out there, which somebody else said they wanted. Never turned up. Let me down.
Just bring it to me and leave it out the back. I'm
you
telling you, it will be gone.
You can stick it in the back of the car. But the great thing about this particular guy who's taking the paving stones now is that he's been sent by his wife, who's in Cyprus. Yes. I just had a chat with him. He was like, she's on a sunbed in Cyprus, sending me instructions. You get round there, get those paving stones.
She's running.
He's like, I've got 2 dogs, I've got a house full of builders, and she's messaging me that I've got to get over here to get the paving stones. And I was like, she is me.
She's remote working.
She is me. A neighbour knocked on a couple of days ago to say, oh, we've got a skip, like it's going tomorrow. I couldn't get John up there quick enough in 28-degree heat. I was like, there's loads in the cellar. You get down there, you get up to that skip. It could go any minute. Get up there.
Oh, God, I could do with a skip now.
Oh, yeah. I only wish I could bring one for you, darling.
I need to tell you about the most JVH day that I had the other weekend. So I'm just going to say it was a game of 2 halves.
Okay.
I don't know how I found this event. I think it more found me.
Right.
I went to a sound healer and wellness festival in Kent.
Oh, wow. So this is a festival for professionals.
That's what I thought.
Oh, right.
That I thought, I might be able to buy some instruments. I might meet other sound healers to, grow the network.
It's a conference. That's what I'm thinking of it. It's a sound healers conference.
Yeah, and sound healers are...
The beads for miles and miles of beads.
Sound healers are a certain type of person. Yes. You would expect it to be a lot of beads and a lot of drapey clothes and all of that.
Yes.
You actually can't wear that when you're doing sound baths because it makes noise. And I have tripped on the hem of a trouser before. You've got to be quite everything's got to be quite tight when you move around. You can't make any...
Like a yoga teacher.
Kind of. I've gone with burglar.
Good. Milk tray man. Sure.
So I went...
What would a burglar wear?
So I drive out, and this had been... it had been in the diary for quite some time, and Dutch had a stag do that afternoon, and I was like, look, I'm really just going to play my self-care card. I've been giving lots of sound baths. I've not really been receiving them. My energy is just not feeling like where it should be. I just need to go to this thing.
You need,
I need some me time.
Of course you do.
So I get there and it was like, I think it was kind of like a field, like on an estate of a monastery, which sounds
Fun,
very
yeah.
nice. Yeah, it was a lot of makeshift signs, gazebos. It was very small. It wasn't like a big festival.
Okay.
There was like a few gazebos of shops selling crystals and tie-dye things.
Yes,
and that
yes,
sort of thing.
yes. Dream catchers.
Oh my God, you couldn't move for dream catchers. I was absolutely gutted because I had waited to get my tarot cards read. Because I thought now's a better time than any to
perfect. Yep.
And I locked eyes with the tarot reader and I was like, oh, we've definitely known each other in a previous life. I'm feeling an instant connection.
Oh, wow.
Cash only. Didn't have any cash. I had to get up. I was like, well, forget it. I let the next person go. I was like, we've got no cash.
Oh, that's ridiculous. You should have done PayPal. That's ridiculous.
But also, yeah, I have some up. You should have some up for any spontaneous sale that might go through. We're all working.
Sounds like they are still in that previous life.
So then,
horse and cart.
So then I do a lap of the stalls inside, a lot of like, oh God, painted pebbles and crocheted mice wearing, just totally odd things. And then like beauty balms and soaps that were made in Sue's kitchen, and it's all lilac, and they're trying to explain to me sodium laurate and what that means, and I'm like, oh God, 20 years I've worked in beauty, but I'm too polite. I
brought my own.
I'm too polite to say anything. So I'm like, yes.
The balms in the tins, I can see it.
And also I'm on my own, so I've got no one to laugh with. I'm just kind of like soaking it up.
Yeah.
So then I go in to have a sound bath because it's like loads, and for £30. it was like loads of sound baths in the day. I thought, this is really good value. So I thought. Went up this monastery step, and there was it was a big hall, this big monastery hall, and the people who'd set up for the first sound bath had set up in the middle of the room, not at the edge of the room. So people did not know where to put their mats. People dithering. Shall we sit down? Have you got your coffee, Maureen? All of that.
Yeah.
Shut up. So I just straight to the front, mat out, and I was like, I'm going to mark my turf.
Head at the bowls.
This is where we're going. The first meditation, Sarah, I could not relax. I could not get on board. They were all over the top. 4 sound healers, they had not been rehearsing. It was not succinct. The room wasn't scented. There was no crystals. I was like, this is a mess. What have I done? And so I tried to relax, I was like, the visions will come. I will start. No, nothing. I just could not switch off.
No, you couldn't get past that.
Couldn't get past it. So I came around, sat up, everyone was oh, that was amazing. I was like, was it? Was it amazing?
Don't be ridiculous.
So then I came out, I met a guy who'd fasted in Peru for 13 weeks to try and balance his gut health. And he was like, I also do healing.
How was he looking?
He looked amazing. He was lovely. He was like our age, cool.
Yeah.
And then he was like, do you want to help? I also do healing. And I was like, to be honest, my energy is pretty great at the moment. I don't need a healing, but it's just lovely to meet you.
There's nothing to heal, darling.
There's nothing.
Honestly,
to heal.
you'll get in there. There won't be anything for you to do.
You'll have never seen energy like it. Can't have you dining out over my chi.
Really, darling, the question is, should I heal you?
So then I was like, look, and Dutch is messaging me because I had been invited on this stag. We're just sitting down in this bar now. I was like, look, I will be there when I get there. But I'm just going to have one more sound bath and then I'll see how I go. The second sound bath was something else. So I walk in and said sound healer, difficult to tell the age. Her face had definitely been tweaked.
Right.
But she looked fantastic.
Great.
Her name was Helen, I think. Helen was a big fan of the colour lavender and the lavender plant. There was dried lavenders on the altar. She was wearing lavender.
Yep.
Her bowls were lavender. The tablecloths were lavender.
I believe quite strongly in that there are purple people.
She 100% was a purple person.
Yeah, you see them occasionally. I'll never forget, I saw this one woman on the tube, head to toe purple bag, purple scarf, purple boots, everything was purple, and she was reading a purple book.
Epic colour blocking, I have to say.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, she's a purple person.
Purple people, yeah. This woman was a purple person.
Right.
Anyway, so I sit down, I look around, I'm like, it's all women in here and me, which doesn't faze me normally, but I was like, because it was a singing sound bath.
Right.
So I've not done this before, and I'm really trying to like push myself out of my comfort zones, like do things that I don't feel comfortable in, and singing is not my forte.
Okay.
I am not a natural singer. I'm quite self-conscious about my voice. When I sing, my voice is quite deep, so you can really hear it, and well, I just had to get on with it. You would have died if you could have seen me sat there on my deep red mat that does have a slight shimmer to it, I will say, my yoga mat. And she's playing the xylophone, and you had to match the tones of the xylophone with like singing.
Right.
So I was like, this is hectic. The woman next to me has got the absolute giggles and cannot sit still, like doesn't know where to go.
Yes.
I was into it, and I also wasn't into it.
Sure.
I was like, I wouldn't mind you just exiting. If
yes,
you're giggling,
don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, for the
anyway,
rest of us.
We sung like a prima donna, because she said she'd felt called to it that morning because we were in a monastery. and then we laid back, and she also had a Britney mic on and had brought her own amp. Which I thought was very professional.
Yes.
Very, very professional.
Yeah.
And her voice was amazing. Like, her voice was like, I was like, she's got to be like a professional singer or something.
Yeah. Is she, hang on, so she's bonging away. Life is a mystery.
Yeah, and we're singing together, and she's doing the bowls and doing everything. And then we go back and we have this sound bath.
Okay.
And she... Afterwards, and I had all the visions then. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Lovely moment. Anyway, I leave, and I said, oh, thank you so much. I really received that. I'm really grateful. She was like, you received it. I'm glad I receive you receiving it. Thank you. I was like, that's good.
Yeah.
So I leave, and I was like, obviously took a leaflet. She's been a backing singer for the Rolling Stones.
Oh, here
Seal.
we go.
She's had this whole other career and now she does sound healing. Virtual Sound Healer is her Instagram handle. She was everything. If you need, she'd be great for a hen do party or some kind of 50th or something. She was so fun. And then Port Salut crew, I came home on those vibrations.
Yeah.
And went to Margate for a stag do.
Sure. Yeah.
And I had warned everyone that if I come on the stag do, it's going to move from second to fifth pretty fast.
Buckle in.
If you want me on a stag do, you need to know what I come with.
Yep.
Not a wallflower on a stag do. Love being around straight men. I love it. I thrive off it. And I got stuck in. Didn't get to bed till 3.
Riding those vibes.
Juju. So yeah, that I had a very JVH day of sound healing in the morning, stag do in the afternoon.
Yeah. Lads.
Literally.
Chanting to chanting.
Yeah. And I was trying to explain to them all what I'd been, and they were like, what do you mean you were singing on the floor? What do you mean? She was all lovely.
Madonna.
I was like, oh, don't ask questions.
It doesn't matter. She sang with Seal, though. That's what you need to know.
She sings 2 seals, I think, as well.
Oh, my God. Will we do a bit of correspondence?
Let's.
Now, I've had a lovely DM that I had to share. Because I don't know if you saw this. I saw it, I think Hunsnet shared it or something, and it was a video of somebody's hen do, but they'd actually had a hen die, right? So it was hen DI, and they'd all come dressed as Princess Di. So
my God, it's amazing. I have seen it.
Yeah, there was Princess Diana on the log flumes, there's Princess Diana at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
There's Princess Diana,
all the iconic looks.
All the iconic looks. Her going to play tennis, all of them. They're all there. So I shared it on my stories and I was like, this is amazing. Like, what an amazing idea for a hen do. Got a message, Sarah, I've been following you and listening to the podcast for an eternity. I am so thrilled to see you enjoyed our unhinged Lady Di hen do.
No, it was a Port Salut crew.
It was a Port Salut crew who had done the Lady Di hen do.
Shut up.
Can you bear that?
No.
We know someone everywhere. There is Port Salut crew everywhere, in every port. So yeah, I just had to share that.
What?
Yeah, it's perfect, isn't it?
Hi Jules and Sarah, I'm Izzy, I'm from Gloucestershire, and I've been listening to the pod for a few years now, like everyone else, and I found you through Fat Lot of Good. I was like, do you know what, these guys are a bit of me, and I went from the beginning and went in sort of chronological order. You've been with me through bloody thick and thin, and I feel like I've been there with you through thick and thin. Yes. I feel like everyone's kind of grown up together, found their confidence, found their spark, and I feel like that's, I don't know, I feel like everyone's kind of found their confidence a little bit. One of my favourite episodes is where Sheila and Ken are eating like whatever's left in the cupboard. They're not doing the food shop, living like students, and also like June's antics with Ruby when Ruby was a puppy, and like you guys, oh my god, amazing. Like, there's too many great things to name that has gone on over the episodes in the podcast and throughout your lives. I was listening to the bus episode with Ken and Sheila on the bus last night, before bed, which was a big mistake because it was so funny. I was actually cackling. It was definitely not bedtime material, but it was hilarious. It was like, for me, it was sort of giving the same vibes as when June was getting the secret Happy Meals on the services. Kind of like, don't see me on a bus. Like, I don't want to see anybody I know. Which funny as fuck. I am currently sat at my desk, looking out the window at the clothes that are on the washing line and have been there since Sunday night at time of the recording. This is Friday night, so I'm with you on leaving your clothes out to dry for days on end. Is what is happening with me. Thank you guys for being my rock. Through the ups and downs, and I'm so looking forward to catching up and being on a weekly basis of podcasts with you guys. So all love to you and the Port Salut crew. See you later. Bye.
Oh my gosh. First of all, love a Gloucestershire accent.
Oh my god, I was thinking the same. Yes. I love a Gloucestershire accent. It's everything.
It's so good, isn't it? When you said the clothes were on the line, I heard crows.
Same.
Yeah, I thought it was like a line of crows on the washing line that had been there since then. It was clothes. I'm with you. I've got washing on the line now that's been out there for 2 nights.
There is a sock in my garden that fell off yesterday that I didn't bring in today. I just left it. And I'm already thinking about that sock outside. I'm too stressed about it.
Let it go. It's a bit different when it's on the floor.
It's not even on the floor. It's up on a bench.
On a bench.
I don't know how it's made. Yeah,
sure.
There's a sock on the bench. Like, let's move on.
There's the name of your autobiography.
Oh my gosh, I'm just listening to this week's pod, and a lovely woman called Angie sent in a voice note saying that she drove past the co-op in Sheffield at the same time as listening to your podcast episode with news from the north based around that co-op. And the same thing happened to me the other month when I was listening to the pod. Jules was talking about the M&S in Foss Park in Leicester, and literally as he revealed which M&S it was, as he said it was the one in Foss Park, I was like driving up the M1 and there was a sign saying, next exit for Foss Park. So I took the exit and I went and had a little mooch around the M&S. It was like divine timing. So yeah, you clearly are
Brilliant.
speaking kind of, I don't know, you're speaking things into existence. It's very witchy. My name's Bea, by the way. I've reached out to you before, based in Cambridgeshire. But yeah, just thought I'd share. Hope you have a lovely week. And looking forward to listening to the rest of the pod now. Also, I just have to say, I think it's very on brand that the thing you're speaking into existence is people stumbling across supermarkets. I just thought that to myself and it made me giggle, so yeah, I thought I'd share. But yes, very, very on brand that Jules conjured up a bougie M&S for me whilst I was on a long drive from Cambridge to Loughborough. Bye!
How perfect!
All part of the service. All part of the service.
The idea of B. I mean, we're all connected. First of all, once you're in the family, you're in the family. You can't leave. Like, you're in the Port Salut crew family, and we are all connected. And the idea of B driving along, looking up, just as Jules, like, Foss Park M&S, pulling in.
Indicate immediately.
We're getting off here. We're getting up.
Also, I like that you had a lovely mooch and has backed up that it is impeccable.
Brilliant.
It's impeccable.
I'm devastated because M&S in Lewisham is closing. My M&S.
Don't worry, Sarah, because I've just found a new one near me and I've yet to go. But I went to see a friend who was filming something near where we live because there's a studio there, and she was like, "Oh, I hear the M&S is amazing here," and she went and she said it was impeccable.
Oh, great.
So I'm going to do a recce.
Okay.
But it's only like 20 minutes from me, but I think, it could be a great meeting point for us. Just a little coffee, we can have a shot.
That's it. The cafe, the baby chinos I've had with Nancy in the M&S cafe in Lewisham. I shall miss it. The click and collect, it's been there for me on. It's just been absolutely marvellous. Yeah, I was thinking, it looks a bit tired in here, and now I see that's because they're
letting it go.
Yeah, they're wrapping it up. But it's going to be a real loss for me, that M&S, actually. But glad to hear as one M&S door closes, another's opening.
I'm really on the M&S salads at the moment.
Are you?
Like, because this is so boring, Port Salut crew, but I feel like you'll be with me. Like, because I'm doing sound baths in the evening, I'm not having I like to do them on an empty stomach. The vibrations hit different.
Right.
So afterwards, I'm absolutely ravenous.
Yeah.
And I get a little M&S salad for the train home.
Oh.
And because I don't work, I'm not out and about really anymore. So I wasn't a fan with the selection.
Yes.
The Mexican salad, if you've not had it, it is unbelievable. It's like, I think there's a little bit of rice in there, sweet corn, little bits of peppers, beans, it's everything.
Great.
It's everything. It's in one of those boxes that's like a palm size.
Yeah, okay. Small. Quite small. No,
it's dense.
Okay, yeah.
It's dense.
I'm a huge fan of the chicken poke bowl, which used to be a katsu chicken. So you had the breadcrumbs, like nuggets, basically.
Yeah.
And they've made it naked now. They've taken
Oh, for God's sake, it's nothing left.
I know, there's nothing sacred, for God's sake. Can't even have a breadcrumb on my katsu, on my chicken salad. But no, it is good. It's very, very good. Oh, I might have that today. No, we're not. Actually, I've got sardines on toast for us. Ooh. Something to look forward to. If you want to get in touch, you can DM us, you can slide in, send us a written message, send us a voice note. If there is anything that you have heard on the podcast that reminds you of something that you realise you're in actually the vicinity
divine
of.
timing,
Yeah,
intervention,
divine timing, anything like that. Please, we really want it. We really want it.
I love the voice notes.
Love the voice notes. How are Sheila and Ken?
So Ken was... Ken has been out bird watching. Are we surprised? No. But Ken
Disappointed if he wasn't.
He had woken up and was like, I'm going to go bird watching early. Like, I've got things to do today, but he'd got
The early bird.
Early bird. So he'd got out and he was like, I packed my car up. The car park was empty. Got my binos. Went looking for a cuckoo, listening around at the woodpeckers, all of this. And he said, and my binoculars swiped across something that I thought, oh, what was that? Swipe back, and I saw a man walking. I had to zoom in a bit, and I thought, is he nude? No, he's just wearing a skin-coloured top and skin-coloured shorts. Okay, Ken carried on. The notepad came out, writing. Anyway, Ken heard like a stick. He said, I heard a stick break. And Ken turned around and there was a naked man with a backpack on, walking.
No, not the same man.
No, a different man. Ken was like, what?
And man completely
naked with boots and socks with a rucksack. Ken was like, good morning. And the guy was like, morning, you okay? Carried on walking. Ken was like, right.
Like full
windmill swinging around.
Sure,
you could see what he'd had for breakfast. Anyway, Ken was like,
heavens.
I'm not going to address it because if something's not quite...
Because I'm too polite.
Well, also, if something's not quite right, Ken doesn't want to be wrapped up in anything.
No.
He's just going to...
Who is Ken to judge?
And Ken...
He doesn't judge.
Ken's best line that he drops and has always dropped ever since we were kids is, I'm cool with it. And that means he's anything but cool with it. That's when you know Ken's on edge. Don't want it, I'm cool with it. So Ken will have been very much not cool with it.
No. But nevertheless, live and let live. Ken's always,
Live and let live.
Let's not forget he was on the Pride float.
So then Ken was like, I'm just going to watch where this guy goes. And anyway, he walked into a bush.
Does he have a bag or anything?
Yeah, he's got a backpack on.
Oh, he's got a backpack on, yeah.
So I also put...
Oh my gosh.
So
this is unbelievable.
Another naked man. So Dad was like, another naked man came out of the bush and they were walking together. And I was like, was anything going on? Were you dogging by mistake?
Yeah.
Like, you got yourself
it's a hot spot.
Oh, you got yourself on a gay cruising ground, Ken? Like, no. I'd accidentally gone on a nudist walking patch.
No.
Ken said he walked past the sign. There was a sign further on that said, nudist walkers cover up around those that are not nude. And it had been like a warning, like, this is a nudist walking patch.
How many nudist walking patches are there?
So then Ken...
Oh my God, this is
So they were walking off and Ken was like... Said I was just, trying to be cool with it, watching the birds and trying to
not knowing where to look.
But Ken obviously said I did sweep to the side and have a look at their bare asses walking away. So then Ken said a woman walked past with a dog, but she was fully clothed.
Okay.
And Ken said, oh, I just want to alert you that there are two naked men down there walking. And she was like, oh God, not again. So she'd obviously seen it all before. Anyway, he watched her walk past and Dad said that one of them clocked her and quickly they had a leaflet in the corner of their bag that they unfolded and just put across their private parts. As the woman walked past, they were like, morning. Dad was like, what am I in? Where am I? I was thinking, God, you wouldn't want to be...
my gosh.
Especially like a Cocker Spaniel. They can go for anything, can't they? You'd want to stay fully covered.
Just the emergency cover, the leafing,
the pamphlet
of all
for
because you've got no
cover.
time to stick clothing on. You've got
to...
But, oh my God, the pamphlet. What's it a pamphlet for? Oh my God, that is apt. We better take these leaflets with us.
No, you can imagine them texting each other like, oh, Roy, don't forget your leaflet.
Yeah.
Don't forget your leaflet.
Because we do have to cover up.
Yeah, bring juice, bring... But
yeah. Gosh.
Yeah, so Ken said when he got back to the car as well, had noticed lots of like nude. He said, I'd noticed lots of nudist signs and
Yes,
things. And
the signs were all there.
I'd obviously not been awake properly because he'd gone early bird watching.
Yes.
So
Never dreamt he'd see anyone, let alone all of someone.
He thought
Oh
Ken was
my
excited to see
gosh.
a woodpecker, not just a pecker. So Ken is accidentally handling around, and he's cool with it, handling around in nudist walking areas.
Oh my God, it's absolutely incredible. It's completely amazing. God, the leaflets, the pamphlets, that is... I can't get past it.
Think about,
I cannot get... There's so many images. There's so many images. Oh, it's brilliant.
I was with Ken when he told me the story, so he really acted out the leaflet.
Sure.
He too really went for it with the unfolding of the leaflet.
A proper demo. Oh my God.
How is June?
Oh my gosh.
I have dined out on the bats.
Yeah, June's bats. Yeah.
Dined out so much. I was even talking about bats last night. I was Googling bats before bed yesterday because we've got really small bats in our garden, and they said that there are no... These bats, they're called... Are
they pipistrelle?
Yeah.
That's the bats that June... That's what they had.
They weigh no more than a pound.
Yes.
They're so light. So I was like, oh, okay, no, like that's...
Yeah, to remove them.
But
yeah.
Flappy.
Yeah, very flappy. I don't think I could have done... But then... Oh my gosh! If you haven't heard that episode, Portslade,
it's one of my favourite June music.
Go back for June's bats. June's got a mystery downstairs. So at the front of the house, they've got the study, which could just be called the study, but for some reason, because it's got red wallpaper, it's called the red study. There isn't more than one study. There's only one, but it's the red study, and it's sort of the window's kind of next to the front door. They came home, they'd been in London, they've come home, one pane of glass shattered. Right, the glass has been broken, and there's a tiny hole, almost like maybe an air rifle.
It's still in the...
It's still in, yeah, it stayed in the frame, and of course, it's not off the peg, this frame, so it's had to be ordered, the pane to go in, so it's ongoing. It's just another thing on June's list to have to sort. But it's a total mystery. It's got this tiny hole. What's gone on?
June needs
What's
cameras.
happened? Well, the irony is they do have cameras. They've got so many cameras. Like, I mean, sometimes, those cartoons.
Like in a hotel.
Yeah, like the security guards, when they've got like 20 screens.
That's June. She's got one of those joysticks to move them all and just check around.
She literally has. I don't know how it's missed this. They don't know. They don't know what's happened. They don't know what's gone on. It's a mystery.
Beak.
I said bird beak, but is a bird beak enough to smash a window? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Anyway, so that's June's mystery, ongoing. And I'm actually...
So what's she done? Taped it up?
I don't know. I couldn't say. Maybe. I don't think it was coming out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gone on there. I said surely some sort of flora-fauna situation, some wildlife gone wild. But anyway, that's ongoing. But she was like, oh, I've made a delicious... She's made an absolutely stunning Delia Smith blackcurrant jelly, right? She's got the gelatin, not for you. She's got the blackcurrant, she's got that. You put Prosecco in it. Right, you add Prosecco to make this jelly.
I bet I could make this with an alternative.
Oh, you definitely could.
Because back when Delia was writing books, there was no such thing as vegan.
No, you must be joking. Delia didn't have time for that.
Delia didn't have the capacity for pescatarians.
Gelatin alternative? No, they'll have to have a stuffed pepper instead. So anyway, so she's made this thing, and she needed Prosecco, and she found that she had a bottle of Fortnum and Mason Prosecco, but it had gone off in 2022, right?
Perfect to cook with.
That's it. Well, I mean, I would have served that, no problem. I play, as you well know, very fast and loose with dates at the best of times. But also alcohol, that's not going off.
No, it might taste different.
Oh, sure. Don't worry about that.
That's what Aperol's for.
Force it down. Yeah.
That's what cassis is for.
So what she decided to do, she decided to open it, have some, and give it 12 hours. She had it before, like, in the evening, and she's like, well, if I'm ill, I won't make jelly with it, but I'll be the test. You know how they used to have in, like, medieval times? You'd have the person that tested the food. She's the canary. She's the canary.
June the Prosecco Canary.
That's it, like, June the Prosecco Canary. Yeah. So anyway, she said it was absolutely fine. There was nothing wrong with it. She said, I actually wrote down what's in it. So it's...
the paper, not even like typed. No. Proper note.
I actually wrote it down. Blackcurrants, Prosecco, gelatin. I think that's it. I couldn't say. She thought she'd test it because she didn't want to waste her blackcurrants.
Fine.
Because if she puts them all together and then realises. So yeah, she said, sure, I'll have a little glass, chink chink, of the Prosecco. If I'm ill, I know to chuck it away. But it wasn't, so she's made her jelly. So yeah, a game of two halves.
What's she serving with that jelly?
Maybe on its own. Maybe just as it... It's only her and Dad. She's not hosting.
Oh,
this isn't... No, she just had a load of I think she was overrun with blackcurrants from her own garden. She's like, what am I going to do? So she turned...
Does it for June?
Produce pressure is very real for June.
We're about to be on produce pressure. I think of June because we've got an apple tree that is almost ready to go. Dutch, very keen to pick these apples. No, you've got to wait a little bit longer, Dutch. But the gooseberry bush is having a moment.
Oh, is it?
And I'm like, here we go. Like...
Make jam. Make gooseberry jam.
I know, but then I think I'd rather make a pie.
Okay, fine. I thought you might
jam
be
will just linger around.
Okay, yeah,
I'll
sure.
just whack a couple of pies out.
Ooh,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Like when it's rhubarb season, everyone benefits.
Everyone. I look forward to your rhubarb. Yeah. I really do.
It's prize.
Juice your apples. You know, June, that's what June does.
I ain't got as many. We've got one tree and this is its first moment.
Okay, yeah,
it's not
fine.
Like June.
All right, fine.
I'm not industrial.
June's on the production line.
Patmore, getting it going.
She's got a hairnet on.
No. June's doing that stomping of the grapes, you know, like to make wine.
Oh my God, will we do a bit of parish news?
Let's. Vinted buyer solves lost wedding ring mystery.
Ooh, a mystery and vinted.
Yeah, this
Lovely.
is literally
Perfect.
you all over. When Katie Howard ordered a ski jacket for her daughter from the online second-hand retailer, Vinted, she got a little bit more than she bargained for. The 35-year-old from Melton Mowbray in Leicestershire said she was shocked to find a gold wedding ring on her living room floor on Monday, a day after opening the parcel. Howitt considered if the ring could have come from a member of her family or a decorator who had been in her house the week before. Then it dawned on her the ring could have been in the box with her Vinted order. She checked with the sender, who confirmed the ring had been missing for more than a month and it had now been returned. Me and my partner had just got engaged, so to find a wedding ring in the centre of our living room just after we'd got engaged was quite odd.
Beautiful.
Also, please do note the Leicester accent.
Oh, it was stunning. Very good.
We honestly didn't know where it had come from, and we spent a good few hours trying to figure out who'd been to the house. We were just sat eating dinner and I glanced over at the ski equipment I ordered, and I wonder if it had come out of a Vinted parcel I'd just opened.
A ski? I mean, that was going to be my next question. What she bought?
Yes, ski jacket.
Ski.
And if one thing links you to Leicester, it is skiing.
Oh, they're never off those slopes.
Howitt contacted the seller in Bedfordshire, another area known for its skiing, who said the ring had been lost for more than a month, having fallen off as she was getting into bed. What?
What do you mean?
She just said, oh my gosh, I can't believe that you've got it. She said she'd been looking for it for over a month, but because obviously you don't use your ski equipment that much. She'd obviously put the jacket away in the cupboard and listed it on Vinted, and she'd packaged it all up with the ring inside without knowing.
Right.
Having spoken to the ring's owner, who wished to remain anonymous. That's giving husband works away, and she has been freaking out about losing that ring.
Just as she was getting into bed.
Howitt posted it back. Reflecting on the fortuitous find, she said the fortune behind her discovery was not lost on her. It was really lucky that it fell out like it did, she said. I was about to throw the box in the recycling. It could have stayed in the box and she would have never known and it would have been gone forever. Ewan Steedman, UK communications lead at Vinted, thanked Howitt for going above and beyond to return the ring. This heartwarming story is a testament to the kindness of our members and the strong sense of community that exists on Vinted, he added.
Love that she will have gone, I'm going to the papers with this. Don't keep my name out of it.
Have you ever lost your wedding ring?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. But I feel like something happened with June. It wasn't her wedding ring, but it was a new ring. It was a nice ring. June will be, let me get the full story of June, but this is something to do with a really beautiful diamond ring that Dad gave her. And I feel like it's got something to do with a washing up glove. There's a story there. I'll get the full details for you. Have you?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. But I feel like this is nibble chat. I'm going to save that. We're going to talk about this on the nibble.
All right.
Next
Come back.
nibble will be rings.
Yeah. The nibble on rings. Ready, steady, pie at Custard Pie Championships. Ready, steady, pie. That is the call participants in the World Custard Pie Championships 2026 heard from their compere Jeff Cook. The competition, first held in 1967, takes place in Maidstone, Kent each year to raise funds for Coxheath Village Hall. Cook told BBC Radio Kent that it was a wonderful day for pie throwing, despite trying to avoid getting pie on himself. Cook said that the contest, made up of a semi-final and a final, becomes a very serious competition. In the early rounds, it's just a laugh. And then as it progresses, it becomes more and more serious, he said. It's about accuracy and there are points given for amusing and original pie throwing. A total of 30 teams took part in the event with 4 participants on each team. The teams face each other and throw their custard pies with their left hand. The winning team, the old school Ravers, took home a trophy. Previous years have seen teams attend from Japan, Finland and France. And as for the custard pie recipe, it's a closely guarded secret, according to Cook, with a scout group trained in the mixing.
Stop it.
The right consistency is so we get the right velocity, he added. You get a much better spread with our recipe, much more impressive, he added. And there are pictures, here we are. There they are.
Oh, it looks like a fun day out.
Oh, it looks like an absolute riot. So look, but they've got their overalls on and there they are throwing the custard pies at each other. There's him.
Oh, and it's wet custard.
It's very wet.
Not thick custard.
No, it's very wet, so you get a good spread. So there you go. Oh my gosh. We adore you for listening. Thank you so much for being here. Please get in touch. Please do let us know where you are. Let us know where you're listening. Let us know where you're up to. We want all of it. We do always finish on Jules's affirmation of the week. What have you gone for?
Maybe living your best life just means slowing down enough to see how good it is already.
Oh, God, yeah.
Right.
We adore you for listening and we will see you next time.
Bye.